Right, welcome to the latest project. This is an assisted sale, so let's take a quick look at what we're doing here, and we'll discuss what we're doing with the assisted sale later in the video. But obviously, all new windows and doors. So you see, old timber windows, timber doors, aluminium frames. So here needs all changing. This needs a bit of work. If you check out the roof, we're putting on a brand new roof, all new fascias and soffits on this one. This property, we're doing it as an assisted sale. This is an unmortgageable property, and let's see if you can work out why. But, so as we come in, we've got a downstairs WC, which we'll be upgrading. This was the original entrance to the kitchen. The previous homeowner has put a downstairs toilet in, which is a great addition. We're going to need to upgrade the electrics, so we'll be putting a brand new fuse board on there, up to current regs, into the main living room. This is living room stroke diner. Obviously you can see new patio doors required, still got the aluminium ones in. Have you noticed yet what the issue is with it being unmortgageable? This is the whole of the downstairs layout. So you've just seen it, hallway, downstairs WC, living room, diner. But where's the entrance to the kitchen? There is now no entrance to the kitchen. The kitchen's behind this wall here. The only way to get in to the kitchen is outside the house, down the side entry into the kitchen. There's no kitchen in there, there's no central heating in here. They started, we've got some of the pipe working, but they never put a boiler in, so there's no central heating in this property. So what we're going to do is we're going to be taking this out. You can see we've just took some of the ceiling out to see what we're working with, because it's a structural wall, it's holding the joists, it's got split joists from the kitchen and obviously from this side. So we're going to need to put a steel in there. We're just getting we've took this out just so we can send it off to our structural engineer to give us some calcs. Building control, we're getting notified. Building control will be notified on the knock through, the new roof and all the new windows and doors. So we'll have them all certified when the job's done. So let's take a quick look at the kitchen area and see why this is unmortgageable. Back outside. Doors need replacing on the side here as well. This is the only entrance to the kitchen of the property, which obviously isn't great. And then when you actually get in the kitchen, there's nothing in here. As I said, they started work on here many years ago, it never got done. So what we're proposing to do, take this wall out, make an open plan kitchen diner. This obviously all needs rewiring. We'll obviously rip all the ceilings down, get it all plastered, all new plumbing. We're going to be fitting a combination boiler in here. So there'll be a combination boiler going in, which will run the central heating, obviously hot water. And yeah, this is, well, obviously new windows again. No cavities on these properties, which also means no lintel. So we'll be having to put steel plates on this, on certain windows and doors, but not on all of them, because some of them are all up to the ceiling, to the roof even. But yeah, that's the kitchen area. We'll just run through to the back. First problem you see, nice asbestos shed. So that has to go. So we'll be losing the asbestos shed. Garden needs some work, so we'll be returfing this, putting a little patio area here for the new French doors. So obviously straight onto a nice new patio area, whether it's a decked area or a slabbed area. we ain't quite worked that out yet. But again, new windows. You can see all the soffits fascias have all gone, so they'll all be getting replaced. This is completely rotted and gone, so we'll be rebuilding this, cladding it, probably put just one window in and a new door. So tidying that up, and then through back into the house, and we'll take a look at the upstairs. The stairs are actually in good condition, they've already been sanded down. We'll be putting a new stair runner in here, putting herringbone floors throughout the downstairs. Obviously no spindles, so we're going to see what we're doing with this, something nice and decorative. We'll also be running wall panelling up this wall just to give it some feature, and there's no spindles here as well, so we'll be putting new spindles in there. New light fixtures and fittings, because obviously these are very dated. The bathroom hasn't actually been touched. It was fit brand new years ago, and it's still in the wrapping. It's not actually been used, but because it was done such a long time ago and it's dated, it'll be coming out. We'll be bringing it all up to modern times. Hasn't got an extractor fan in here, so we'll be running power in to get a proper extractor fan in here. And if you look at the shower unit, old-fashioned in-case box, no ventilation, that's just going to be full of mould. We'll also, because we're putting a combi boiler in, we'll be putting a rainfall shower in there, not an electric, which we think looks a bit nicer. But the walls are solid, it's done nice, but it's got to go. We're going to be bringing it up to modern spec. These doors, I absolutely love these doors. They've obviously been covered with hardboard at some stage, which they used to, and these just nail it on to get rid of the design, but we love these, so we'll be bringing these back up to brand new, filling them, sanding them, priming them. These will be going back on, and we'll put original effect furniture on. The bedrooms ain't too bad, but you can see issues with the roof and the guttering is causing this. We'll sort that when we put the new roof and guttering on. This then will just get repaired. We'll make sure obviously there's nothing else hidden up there. The loft has been boarded, but it hasn't got sufficient insulation in. So what we'll be doing, we'll be taking the boarding up. We'll be putting the right recommended amount of boarding in, because we'll be getting a brand new EPC on this. It hasn't got an EPC rating at the minute. So obviously we're putting in all new windows and doors, new roof, insulation, and a new central heating system to bring the EPC up to where we need it to be. Small box room, but check out the lights in there, guys. Some beauties them are. They look like headlights off an old 1960s car. So we'll be doing some work in there, just mainly on the roof and a redecoration. Master bedroom. These lights very dated, in too close. The house has actually been rewired, but the fuse board isn't up to regs. So we'll be changing the consumer unit. We'll also be moving these lights to where they should be, put some better decorative ones in, possibly some wall panelling or some decorative feature on this, just to make this room a bit nicer. The bays are leaking through the windows. They're not insulated either, so we'll be taking these bays out. We'll be properly insulating them and reboarding and skimming them in. But not much to do in the bedrooms. The floors are solid, the walls are solid. Just gonna redecorate, bring them up to modern, new carpets, and that's pretty much it. So, I mean, obviously the homeowner's got to get rid of some more stuff for us. So we're going to start on the rip out now. We've got building control notified. So just to go through when I was saying assisted sale, this is a strategy that we use on certain properties that are unmortgageable. We was initially going to buy this cash, but the numbers just didn't work when we were looking at refinancing it. So we flip a lot of our properties. This is our second assisted sale. We're starting this one earlier than the other one we've got confirmed, just because there's issues with the homeowner of the other one. They're just trying to find somewhere to move to now. As soon as they've found somewhere to live, we'll be jumping on that one as well. But the way the assisted sale works, we're taking control of this property now from the homeowner. Because it's unmortgageable, they've been getting cash offers, ridiculous offers, banks ain't lending on it. So it's either an auction property or a cash sale. So we've approached the homeowner. We're going to come in, flip the property full out. We'll be doing all the works. We'll be bringing it up to a mortgageable state. We'll be uplifting the value to the highest possible amount for this area. And we've already had some agents in give us some quotes and some valuations. And then we will be putting it on the market. When it sells, we've already agreed a price with the homeowner, what they're happy with, and then we split the profits as well. So whatever uplift we can make on this profit, on this property, we'll do a profit share at the end. So the homeowner's getting what they wanted originally for the cash sale, but they're also making money on the back end on the uplifted value. Benefits for us, we don't have to pay stamp duty. It's literally, we're just coming in and we're doing a flip and we're just selling it on. Still legals and still paperwork involved, just to make it all legal and above board. But it's just a great way that we can make profit off the uplift and also the property owner can. So it's in both our interests to make this property as good as possible. So normally we'll use an investor to do the renovation. The actual, on this one, the homeowner is the investor. So they'll be taking the interest off their invested money as well. And that we've allowed that in the profit share. On the other one, we'll be using an investor. So the investor will just get a return on their money and we'll take the profit off the uplift off the property. So keep watching, guys. We're going to be documenting this whole flip and on the other ones. So keep watching, follow us, see what we're doing on it, and then we'll start running through numbers as the videos go on, and you can start seeing what this sort of project costs and what sort of monies you can return on it. Cheers, guys. Thanks for watching.